Hey, what up, guys? So I'm coming to you this morning. We're doing the What's Next on Devin Haney, the WBC interim lightweight champion. That's 135 pounds. He is undefeated. He fought in the main event of a DAZN card on Friday, September 13th, when he challenged for the vacant interim title against some guy named Abdulayev, who was overmatched opponent. Haney dominated the action, got a fourth round TKO victory, stayed undefeated, and became the interim champion with that win. So the big question now is, what's next for Devin Haney? Well, he's in line to fight the WBC champion, which is Vasily Lomachenko, but Lomachenko is in line to possibly go for the undisputed world title against the winner of Teofimo Lopez and Richard Comey, which is taking place in December. So Haney's got some, he said he's willing to wait. He wants to stay active. They already got him penciled in for November 9th. That's not locked in for sure, though. But I want to see what the options are. So, again, what's next for Devin Haney? Well, let's run through the top 10 and see if anything makes sense. Vasily Lomachenko, not likely going to happen next. Loma's already said he'd be willing to wait around for the winner of Comey and Lopez. He did kind of have a tough fight with Luke Campbell, so it looks like he might take a little bit of time off, 6-7 months before he fights again. So, because he might have to wait that long for the winner of Lopez and Comey. So I don't think Lomachenko is going to happen next, is what I'm saying. Mikey Garcia is at number 2. Mikey's done with the lightweight division. We're just waiting on his confirmation to move up to 140 or 147. But he's pretty much done with the lightweight division, so no chance of this fight happening. Number 3, Jorge Linares. This is interesting. I don't think this fight is going to happen next, but I wouldn't be surprised. Linares just came back. He's trying to return to 135. At least that's what it looks like. He's trying to return to the weight class after getting knocked out against Pablo Cesar Cano earlier this year. So, if Linares is truly trying to get back in the mix, it's an easy fight to make because he's co-promoted by Golden Boy. So, and they both fight on DAZN, with Haney being with Matchroom. So, I could see the fight taking place, but I'm leaning towards, I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if a fight like this were to get made. So I'm just going to put it like that. Number 4 is IBF champion Richard Comey. I don't see Haney and Comey because Comey's got a mandatory against Teofimo Lopez, and the winner is pretty much in line to face Lomachenko next. Number 5, Luke Campbell. Both guys promoted by Matchroom. This is a fight I wouldn't be surprised to see. It was actually supposed to be these two guys fighting for the vacant WBC title, but then the WBC granted Lomachenko the right to face Campbell instead. Campbell's coming off that loss. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys locked horns, but they're saying Campbell's moving up to 140. And I don't think he's going to want to take the risk against a guy like Haney coming off of a loss. So I don't see this fight next for Haney, Campbell fight. After that, you got Robert Easter. Looks like Robert Easter's moving up to 140 for his next fight. Then you got Rances Barthelemy. Vacant WBA title. He could be in line for that, but nothing has been confirmed. But it's also the PBC working with Matchroom. And I don't know if either side's going to be willing to work this fight out, because this fight really doesn't have a lot of intrigue to it right now. Let me see. Javier Fortuna. Well, he's moving down to 130, it looks like, in his next fight. So I don't see him. And plus, he's another PBC guy. So working with DAZN and Matchroom might be a little difficult. Let me see. We still got 9 and 10 to go. Teofimo Lopez is in line to fight for the IBF title, so that fight's not going to happen next. And then the last one in the top 10 is French contender Ivan Mendy. You know what? I think this fight makes more sense than anything, because Mendy's a guy who fought Luke Campbell and beat him in 2015. They rematched last year in 2018, and Campbell beat him by a decision. But it wasn't like, he outboxed him, outclassed him, but Mendy is a tough-ass guy that comes straight forward. He likes to fight. I think it would be a great test for Haney, because Haney hasn't broken into the top 10 yet because of the competition he's faced has not been great. I think this would be a really good test to introduce Haney into the top 10. So I think this is an opponent he should be looking at for his next fight. And I don't think, Mendy's just trying to get in line for a title shot. This might be his way in going after the interim title. So I really like that matchup. That's what I think he does. Either way, I do think he's going to step up the competition in his next fight on November 9th. It's just isn't going to be a top 10 guy or not. So we just got to wait and see. But that's it, guy, on Devin Haney. Check him out. He's a really good fighter. Really good fighter. Got some power. He's a good boxer, too. And I really think this guy is going to be turning some heads in the next couple years in the lightweight division. All right, guys, that was it. True Boxing. You've been here with the truth.